For 2 whole years, I was scared of retinol. Everyone called it the one ingredient that actually works, and in the same breath, everyone told me it burned their face off. So I did what most of us do. I bought a bottle, used it wrong, panicked, and shoved it in a drawer. Then I learned what retinol actually does under your skin, and honestly, it amazed me. Once you understand it, every rule suddenly makes sense, and it stops being scary. In this video, what retinol really does, the exact right way to start it, the strength to buy, and a 10-second trick that saved my skin, the honest timeline, and the simple morning and night routine to slot it into. No hype, no fake before and afters, just what's actually true. Enough that after this one, you won't need another retinol video. And stick around, because the moment I was sure retinol was ruining my face turned out to be the exact moment it started working. Skin secret number 1. Here's what amazed me. Everything one bottle actually does. Dark spots and patches from old breakouts and sun, it fades them and evens your tone. Congested skin that keeps breaking out, it unclogs pores and calms breakouts. Rough texture, dullness, the first fine lines, it smooths, brightens, and softens them. And it does all that through a single instruction. Once retinol touches your skin, it turns into retinoic acid, the one form your cells actually understand, and tells them one thing: renew faster, clear out the old cells, push fresh ones up, rebuild collagen underneath. So these aren't 4 different problems needing 4 products. They're all just slow, tired skin, and retinol speeds it back up. Which is why results take weeks, not days. You're not fixing the skin you have, you're growing the skin that replaces it. But that one instruction can be whispered or shouted, and the bottle I bought first, it was shouting. Skin secret number 2. My logic was simple and completely wrong. If 0.3% works, 1% works 3 times faster. So I bought the strongest on the shelf. My face said no within 4 days. Red, flaky, stinging. That's the bottle that ended up in the drawer. Here's what I didn't know. Your skin has to learn retinol. There's a word for it. Retinization. Go too strong too soon and you don't get faster results. You get inflammation, flaking, and a product you're scared to touch again. Low strengths used steadily produce real change over time. 0.3% for months beats 1% abandoned in week 2. Forget brands and don't stress about the format, cream, lotion, or serum. They all work. Just choose your bottle on 3 things. First, the strength. For your first retinol, look in the 0.1 to 0.3% range. Sensitive skin, start at 0.1. Fairly resilient, 0.3% is a common, well-studied starting strength, strong enough to work, gentle enough to survive. Second, fragrance-free. Retinol is already asking a lot of your skin. Don't add irritation on top. Third, opaque, airtight packaging, a dark bottle or sealed tube, never a clear open jar. Retinol breaks down in light and air, so an open jar is a dead product before you finish it. But the bottle was only half my mistake. The other half was how and when I used it. Skin secret number 3. 3 questions I got wrong. Answered in one breath. When? Night only. Retinol breaks down in sunlight, and night is your skin's repair shift anyway. You're handing the instruction to the crew already on duty. And always apply to fully dry skin. Damp skin drives retinol in deeper and faster, which is where a lot of the stinging starts. How much? This is the one that burned me. I assumed more meant faster results, so I'd smear on a generous layer and paid in flakes. It's a pea-sized amount for a cream, or 2 to 3 drops of a serum. That's your whole face. More doesn't work faster, it just irritates faster. How often? 2 nights a week to start, never back to back. I hated this. I wanted to use it nightly and be done with my bad skin already. But after 3 or 4 weeks of calm, go to 3 nights, then every other night. You may never need nightly. Consistency beats frequency. And if bare retinol still stings those first weeks, use the 10-second trick that saved mine. The sandwich. Moisturizer first, let it settle, then your retinol, then moisturizer on top. It doesn't cancel the retinol out, it slows delivery, so your skin gets the same message in a gentler voice. My flaking stopped within a week, and I stopped dreading retinol nights. Then, right when I got comfortable, week 3, my skin broke out worse than before I started. This is the moment I promised to explain. Skin secret number 4. It's called purging. Retinol sped up my turnover, so the clogs already forming under the surface got pushed up on fast forward. Breakouts that would have slowly surfaced over 2 months all arrived in 2 weeks. It's not new damage, it's old congestion clearing out. Here's how to tell a purge from a genuine bad reaction. A purge shows up where you usually break out. The pimples surface and heal faster than your normal ones, and it fades on its own by week 6 to 8. A reaction is different. Burning, itching, rash like redness, or breakouts where you never break out. That's too much. too fast, drop back to twice a week or step down a strength. I almost quit at week 3, convinced I'd ruined my face. I held on, and by week 7, my skin was clearer than in years. One last partner though, skip it, and everything else you did is wasted. Skin secret number 5, it's sunscreen, the one rule retinol cannot work without. Those fresh new cells retinol brings up are younger and far more vulnerable to the sun. Use retinol every night, skip sunscreen every morning, and UV quietly tears down the exact collagen you're building. So, broad spectrum, SPF 30 or higher every single morning, no exceptions. Sunscreen's the partner. But it isn't the only thing on your shelf, and this is where I froze. No clue what I could safely layer. One rule untangled it. Retinol is doing the renovation, so everything else either protects the site or gets in the way. The enemies, never the same night as retinol, exfoliating acids like glycolic, lactic or salicylic, and benzoyl peroxide. They each bark their own strong instructions at your skin, and 2 renovations at once is how walls crack. Vitamin C isn't an enemy, just a morning ingredient. Pair it with sunscreen, give retinol the night. The friends, welcome on retinol nights, and genuinely helpful hyaluronic acid to hydrate, niacinamide to calm redness, a ceramide moisturizer to rebuild the barrier. They don't compete with retinol, they clean up after it. The simple version, if a serum soothes or hydrates, it's a friend. If it exfoliates or treats, it waits its turn. Let me put it all together. Because a routine you can picture is a routine you'll keep. Morning is protection. Cleanse. Vitamin C if you use 1. Moisturizer, then sunscreen. Always sunscreen. Night is renewal. Cleanse. Wait until your skin is bone dry, then retinol on its scheduled nights. Or the sandwich if you're still adjusting. Give it about 1 to 2 minutes to settle, then apply niacinamide if you use it, and moisturizer to seal it in. That's the whole thing. 2 minutes morning and night, every step either feeding the renovation or protecting it. I promised no fake claims, so here are honest answers to the 3 things everyone quietly wonders. First, the timeline. Weeks 1 to 6 can genuinely look slightly worse. Some dryness, maybe a purge. Weeks 8 to 12 is when texture smooths and breakouts calm. Your first real, it's working moment. Fine lines and firmness take longest because collagen is slow. 3 to 6 months for visible change, up to a year for the full remodel. So if you're a month in and unimpressed, you're not failing, just early. Second, the right age. There's no magic number and you haven't missed any window. Mid-20s is when collagen starts slowing, a smart time to begin for prevention. Fighting breakouts? It helps at any adult age, and 35, 45 or later is never too late. Third, can you use it forever? Yes, and that's the whole point. Retinol isn't a course you finish, it's a dial you keep turned up, backed by decades of continuous use research. Stop, and your skin doesn't crash or rebound, it just drifts back to its own pace. The results last as long as the habit does. One honest limit, retinol can't fix everything. Deep pitted scars and severe cystic acne are dermatologist territory where prescription-strength retinoids exist for a reason. And if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, retinoids are off the table. See your doctor. Most people quit in week 3, right in the middle of the purge and right before week 7. Don't be most people. So was retinol ever the terrifying face-melting ingredient I avoided for 2 years? No. It was one clear instruction, renew faster, that I kept shouting instead of whispering. Wrong strength, wrong schedule, no protection. The right way was never complicated. Low, slow, sandwiched, protected, and patient. If this finally made retinol make sense, tapping like nudges YouTube to put honest skincare in front of the next woman still scared of that little bottle. And if you'd rather understand your skin than keep buying products you don't need, that's the whole reason this channel exists. Subscribing just means the next one finds you. I'll see you in the next Skin Secret.